from across the pond. It is us, your lovely, amazing host. It is I, Sir Justin.
And it is I, Lady Stefania.
Oh, and we have come from. I can't. Okay, we were trying to do a British accent. It's not working. It's not
I
working.
wasn't trying. I was pretty much doing it. I don't know.
Oh! I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Hello, we are coming to you from across the pond to deliver you all the things I can't. Okay.
It's really comes down to being a One Direction fan for many, many years.
Oh,
and
gosh.
just constantly watching their videos and interviews and just hearing their voices and really just picking up on their accents. That's kind of how, because I was introduced to them in 2010, right? When they first became a thing. I was
You're in
young.
the
I was
trenches.
10 years old. So I really built up a name for myself when it comes to One Direction stuff, right?
Were you in the, what was it? The fandom wars of like, what was it? What was it?
One Direction and
One Direction, Big Time
The
Rush?
Wanted.
Oh, no?
No, do you know The Wanted?
No, who's The Wanted?
They're another British boy band.
Okay, there's a lot of British boy bands. There's like the Beatles, there's
the Beatles kind of started
the other
it,
ones.
really. The other ones.
Can you name 5 British boy bands off the top of your head?
Okay, One Direction, The Wanted. You also have it literally just came to my head, and then I totally Oasis. Oasis is a British band, not boy band,
boy
but
band?
they're a
band
band.
of boys.
They're a band of boys. You also the Beatles count. I would say the Beatles count too.
Okay.
And the last one, 5 Sauce, 5 Seconds of Summer. They're a band, not really a boy band, but they're a band.
Oh, 5 Seconds of Summer. I remember them.
I had the privilege of going to the Where We Are tour, their stadium tour, their first stadium tour, and I had the privilege of seeing 5 Sauce open for One Direction.
Oh.
Not a lot of people can say that, but I can.
Oh my gosh, that should have been the podcast opening. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Wow, you really know that commercial.
No, I will say I was at the Weekend concert with my friend in June. We came back from the concert. We drank. Came back from the concert, and we were just filming TikToks, whatever, and that was one of them. And afterwards, I was like, I did not know I knew that many words to this advertisement, but I did.
Okay, it's weird because the initial video of the vacation fails are hilarious. They're very funny. But now people are just throwing the sound on anything and everything, and you're ruining the joke.
Wait, okay, have you seen, this is very dark, but I've seen ones where it's like, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but it's like, this person's labeled as like nothing, and this person's labeled as Jet 2 holiday, like nothing like beats a Jet 2. I was like, guys, where did this go? Where did this take a turn? Because this was just supposed to be like, the way this started for me was I was seeing cars flying, speeding over like hills, going too fast and like landing and braking, right? That's where it started for me. How do we get to this point?
Okay.
We're just throwing the audio over anything at this point, really.
Guys, you have to remember the trend. Keep in line with the trend. And now it's dead. I feel, and the lady is like getting a little too into it. The lady, she's like everywhere doing the voice. I'm like, okay, it was funny, but now it's not funny when you're also in on the joke. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's still pretty. I feel like you use the audio now. Still, the video will do well. People will still watch it. Just the audio is just too catchy, and you know what's gonna come with the audio, like what kind of video it's gonna be, and so that's why you keep watching, right? So I feel like you could use it like a year later and people will still watch it. They'll be like, oh, I remember this audio. I remember what happens or like what could happen with something like this, you know?
Rest in peace to Jessie J. Because now she's going to be known as the Jet 2 holiday song girl.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I know that music festival that she was performing at, right? Like, she performed the song. Did you say Jessie J?
Wait, is it Jessie J?
No, it's not Jessie J.
It's not Jessie J?
No.
Wait, hold on.
Jessie J
It's
is
not
not
Jessie
the.
J.
I don't know who the artist is, but it's not Jessie J.
Oh my God, I am so sorry, Jess Glynn. I am so sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game, I guess. Sorry. It sounds like Jessie J, in my opinion. What? You're gonna tell me I'm
No,
wrong? You're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
it
Hold
does
on.
not sound like Jessie J.
Should I play the sound and get copyright struck?
I mean, we're not getting
Is it
paid
worth it?
anyway, so.
It's okay. I'm gonna play it, and then you have to do the Jet 2 holiday sound,
Okay.
and we'll see if this works.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off return me a fool.
That's pretty good. Someone hires that. That was pretty good. Not even gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
Dang.
I do dabble in voice acting a bit. I mean, I did it last weekend, so.
Oh my gosh, you can find Steph's resume in the comments below of this video. Jeez. Anyways, what happened last week? It feels like I blinked between episodes and now I'm back here in the chair. It feels like everything and nothing happened at the same time. What did you scroll upon last week? Oh, wait. We
What?
forgot. Okay. Rest in peace, Derek.
Oh, well, we forgot about Derek.
Yeah.
I
You know,
really got into it like it was normal, like we didn't have a third host.
okay. Derek is not here because he decided to test airport theory and arrived 10 minutes before his flight was supposed to take off, and turns out he disproved airport theory. It does not work, so he will not be joining us today. But anyway, everyone send Derek our love. Anyways, he's stranded in somewhere, probably Latveria, I don't know. Anyways, Steph,
Yes.
what did you scroll upon this week?
So we've got a bit of box office updates here. A lot to do with Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers apparently has been like popping off this year with their movies coming out, right? So I have a little list, my little notes, cheat sheet per se.
Okay.
So I want to start off by saying Superman, which is Warner Brothers, Superman has become the highest grossing Superman film ever domestically, passing Batman versus Superman. Superman earns $42.6 million at on their opening. Yeah, and this leads me into the next thing, where Warner Brothers is the first studio in history to have 6 consecutive films earn $40 million or more at openings. Okay?
Ooh.
6 consecutive films. Number 1, we have the Minecraft movie, which earned $162.8 million in their opening. Crazy. Sinners coming at number 2 with $48 million. Final Destination Bloodlines earned 50. Okay, well, this is out of order. It's not from most to least. This is out of order.
Uh-oh.
Final Destination Bloodlines earned $51.6 million at opening. The F1 movie, $57 million, Superman, $42.6, and Weapons, which came out this weekend, with $42.5 million. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty big for a production studio, especially for Warner Brothers.
Still laying off people. You know, I
don't
think
know.
it's weird. I mean, it's not weird because they're making that money stretch. You know, we make more money and then we pay less people by firing them.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, they have multiple more projects coming out within the next year. Their big one is probably going to be Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, I don't know. The studios make so much money and they lay off people. Doesn't make any sense to me. No
Very
idea.
interesting. But also
Very interesting. But I also have other updates from the box office. I want to start off by saying I have not seen Weapons. You haven't seen Weapons yet, right? I do want to
I'll
see it
be
though.
seeing it this week,
You'll be
hopefully.
seeing it this week. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do want to see. I do want to try and catch it this week. Because I saw Sinners in the theater and that was a masterpiece. So I would love to see this. Weapons is how would you describe it? Like more of like a horror or thriller?
Weapons? It looks like a horror movie.
Okay, I think that's how it's like labeled. Because like there's been like 5 horror movies that came out this year that have done really well. Which is kind of it's bringing back this like recession era, like what was going on here. Like we're doing really well with the horror movies, vampire movies, like what's going on? What's going
Ooh.
on? A
Okay.
repeat.
Recession movies? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Let's
Because like
see.
back, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, even 2010s, like horror movies were the thing. The Scream movies, well, thriller movies really, but like the Scream movies were popping off, right? You have Halloween, you have what else? Yeah, oh, I think next year, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Another one is coming out. Like we're bringing back the
Ooh.
old thriller movies. So it's like weird, you know? We're doing this time traveling thing.
I think I don't. I would hesitate to say recession era movies are coming back, only because it feels as though I think it's kind of hard to like not address the Marvel elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Marvel came out with 3 movies this year, and none of them hit like they were supposed to, which is odd. Which is very odd. But also, James Gunn coming in with one good movie that like floored everyone and made a lot more money than the 3 Marvel movies is is insane to me, but also I think it just goes to show that people are thirsty for n- other things besides superhero movies, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think they're dead per se, but like Final Destination Bloodlines is still a franchise movie, you know. Like Sinners is an original IP, but also it has Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan in it. You know what I mean? Who are famous for making a superhero movie, as well as other franchise things like Creed, you know? So it's not inherently like brand new box office for everything. But also K-pop Demon Hunters is also a superhero-y thing. And that's like popping off on Netflix. So the DNA is still in here. It's just changing. What do you think, Steph?
Yeah. I have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet, but I do want to. I heard I
Look
really
at
like it. So I have so much time this week to just chill and watch stuff. So I will probably watch it this week. I'll finish Wednesday, which we'll talk about too. I'll finish Wednesday, and then I'll get to that. But
Oh, speaking of Wednesday, we can just go to that story.
I do want to point
Oh,
out
okay.
box office numbers real quick because we were talking about Superman and like
Oh.
superhero movies like making a lot of money, but Superman specifically has made more than $569 million worldwide so far, which passes Thunderbolts, Captain America: Brave New World, and Fantastic Four as the highest grossing superhero movie in 2025 at the time of this article coming out, which was yesterday. But not only that, there was 3 movies that came out in July. So Fantastic Four passes $430 million worldwide, and they're on track to earn $490 to $510 million at the end of their run. And Jurassic World Rebirth tops it by passing $800 million worldwide, which,
Oh,
if we go back to
wow.
previous
Okay.
episodes of this pod, you actually predicted that Jurassic World Rebirth was going to top the other 2. I predicted
I
Superman.
did?
Yeah.
What?
We'll see if Derek can
Yes!
find the clip when he's doing the social edits for these, but you made that correct judgment. I said that it was going to be Superman. I don't know what Derek said, but yeah, so it goes Jurassic World, Superman, and Fantastic Four.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so congrats.
was right.
Congrats.
I was right.
I think
Thank you.
I think you gave like a number too of how much it was going to make, but like I said, Derek will do the socials and maybe he'll like see what he can find.
Roll the tape.
Roll
But
the clip.
I will say, I think Jurassic World, number one, it's dinosaurs. People love dinosaurs. But also, I think it's a main contributing factor to making so much money is that it's at the beginning. You know, I really don't understand why these 3 studios didn't just space out their movies. I really don't. Like Jurassic World, you can keep that at the top. I would just punt maybe Fantastic Four to the end of August.
But also, Jurassic World never got an IMAX screening because of F1.
Whoa.
F1 was in
Interesting.
IMAX at the time.
Okay,
So
okay.
take that into factor.
I'm just why did they release them back to back? I still don't understand. They're like I think Superman and Fantastic Four cannibalized each other just a little bit, you know, and ended up I think James Gunn can officially put this feather in his cap. He beat Marvel this summer. He did.
He did.
Undeniably, there's no asterisks behind it. He beat Marvel. Like DC is on top currently. I don't know if they have the crown. I don't know if they won the war, but they won this battle for sure.
I mean, if you look at the ratio of it, Marvel had 3 movies coming out this year.
Oh,
And DC only had 1, and it surpassed all of them. So it makes you think, like, what direction are we headed in with superhero movies, with Marvel? I'm sure they're going to make their money, you know, their numbers when Secret Wars and Doomsday comes out, and especially the new Spider-Man movie with the filming we've been seeing and, like, how awesome it looks. And they have, like, practical web swinging, and it's just so sick. So they might make their numbers back with those movies, but it's a year from now.
But Spider-Man isn't really. He's like the halfway Marvel kid, you know. You know what's crazy though? I think it's pretty clear. I think for a long time we were looking for like who's the new face of the MCU now that Robert Downey Jr. is gone. I think in 2025 we can finally say it's Spider-Man. Definitively.
Yeah,
you can't
absolutely.
even like there's no second place. Like even the closest second place. Maybe Florence Pugh. Maybe.
Yeah, I would say she would take a close second, but I really think because of where we're going with the movies that are coming out, I think Spider-Man is going to take over his place with how his relationship was with RDJ and with RDJ coming back to play Doom and then meeting in the future again. And then with the whole like Black Suit Spidey with Secret Wars. So,
and I will say this: I know we like to give Amy Pascal a lot of shit. We do, but at the end of the day, Sony and Spider-Man know how to market their movie. They do, because we're like on bated breath on these like not set leaks because it's all planned. They plan to do this outside so everyone can get a look at the new.
Yeah,
suit.
yeah. Did you see the reel that they came out with like yesterday?
Ooh, no, I didn't.
Well, it's like a reel where it's like just Tom Holland's voiceover, just talking about like starting filming and he's like saying like the fans are here and stuff. So it was definitely planned. Like they didn't just show up and be like, oh my god, they're filming a Spider-Man movie. No, like they set up barricades, they had security.
Four didn't do that. Thunderbolts didn't do that. Captain America
I feel
didn't
like
do
is
that.
the only character that could do that because Spider-Man is.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, hold on. Listen. So like. Spider-Man is that your friendly neighborhood Spidey, right? So, like, I mean, Fantastic Four, yeah, they could do that, but there's just, if you look at the videos, Tom Holland went up to the barricades, he was interacting with fans, signing, he was like, it was like he was Spider-Man, you know? He took a picture with a kid dressed as Spider-Man, and I feel like he's the only character that could, or not actor, but like the character that could do something like that. For like a Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson should have been doing that. You know, like that scene at the end of Brave New World where they're in the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
I don't know why they couldn't film there at the actual place because that's a real place, but it was like CGI City in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the cherry block. That's a real place.
That's CGI. Why did they CGI that?
Probably, I don't know. I mean, it is like next to the White House, so like. Maybe there's like a security issue, probably, but like you're telling me, like we could have had a similar effect. I wouldn't say exactly the same, but like if Sam Wilson's Captain America, you have to push him, and I don't mean making his first debut at Disney Plus series where he says I don't want it, like he's fucking Jon Snow. Like I Man, the pandemic fucked up so many things, man. It many things.
But also the reason why I say that is because, like, everyone looks up to Spider-Man, and currently there are people that look up to Captain America, but there's also people that don't view Anthony Mackie as Captain America, which is sad. Like, he is Captain America now. You just have to accept it.
He needs to be leaving. He needs to be leading the Avengers.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, kids of all ages, people of all ages, old, very young, they all love Spider-Man. Most of them are introduced to Spider-Man at a very young age, and that's like the first Marvel character that they're introduced to. I was introduced to Spider-Man first throughout Marvel. So it just seems likely for them to do something like this where they have fans at the set and Tom Holland can go over as Spidey or as Tom, but, you know, as Spidey for the kids, and just like sign stuff, take pictures and all. Great promo for what's going on, but also like we get to see they're doing like practical stuff on their shoots, and it's very exciting.
We'll see. We'll see if it looks good on the camera, because remember the last Spider-Man director was like, "Don't do it. It'll look weird." So we'll see if he's right.
Well, they did it in Amazing Spider-Man, and it didn't look bad.
We'll see. I'll wait till the trailer comes out. I'll wait. All right. Speaking of trailers and waiting for things to come out, you saw last Wednesday, right?
I saw Wednesday, not last Wednesday, but which, you know what? They premiered their show on what, Thursday or Friday?
No, it came out on Wednesday.
Did it come out on Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet nothing because I'm probably read wrong. No, because I was like, why did they come out on Wednesday? That would have made so much sense. But I guess because
it did come out on Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Well, excuse me, but
okay, it came out August 6th.
Okay, August 6th. Oh yeah, it was Wednesday. Okay, so it came out on Wednesday. Listen, I didn't watch the first episode till like Thursday, so that's why I was like, this is weird.
Not a real fan.
So there's 5 episodes out currently. I have not seen all of them yet. I saw the first 2 episodes. I saw some people saying like they kind of lost the plot with this one, but I don't know if you saw the first season, right?
I saw the first season, and I thought it was pretty good, actually. Not gonna lie to you.
I liked it. I just really, I loved the casting for this show. I thought it was perfect casting. I thought from the very beginning with the first season. But I don't know if it's just me or the fact that like I get bored very easily, but like I found myself kind of just like watching a bit and then like scrolling on my phone.
Ooh,
I don't know. It happens to me a lot with stuff, though. It's not like the show is bad or anything. The plot is interesting, and they have some like familiar faces returning and all. But I get to this point when like watching some stuff where I'm like, I am kind of bored and I kind of just want to scroll on my phone now. You know?
Interesting. Okay.
I'm also like alone watching it, like I'm not watching with anyone, so that could also be it, like no interaction or like feedback or like reaction from anyone else besides me and the dog, but you know, like, but I'm still gonna watch the season because I do love Wednesday. I did love the first season. I love the actors and just the vibe of this show altogether. I don't know what made them want to release it in summer and not like closer to the fall time, especially like in September, like going back to school. But that's just me. I feel like it would have been like more vibey if it was like closer to fall time.
It's August right now. Well,
it's August, yeah.
Some people are going back to school. I do think it's
at the end of August, yeah. But like I feel like September probably would have been a better release time.
Closer to Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know how many episodes they're gonna have. So like what the release order is.
Part 2 coming out.
Oh, Oh, is that why there's only the first 5 episodes that are dropped? It's a part 1?
Yes, there's part 1, part 2. And I think it's also very funny that Netflix is continuing to stumble almost ass backwards into doing like pieces, not releasing the entire season all at once. It's like, remember when it was like, you get the entire season all the time, right? And then slowly but surely, it's like Stranger Things is in 3 parts now, and I'm like, okay, all right. But part 2 comes out in September, on September 3rd. So
Okay.
yes, and I do think it's interesting that compared to the first season of Wednesday, it feels as though this season has not made the same cultural impact. It's like nobody's talking about it. It wasn't even trending on Twitter at the time of last week. And I was like, oh my gosh, is anybody watching this show?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
I
maybe
didn't know
people
about
are
it
too
till like
busy,
I saw the
you know?
premiere stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna finish it. I'll finish it, but yeah, no one's really talking about it.
No one's talking about it. I wonder, because I kind of figured like, ooh, maybe Wednesday will be like another popular Halloween costume this year. It will come back, but maybe not. Oh, actually, oh wait, this is a great for the segment for the pod. What do you think will be the most popular Halloween costume this year?
Dude, I have to say like Sinners. Come on.
Here's
I
the
feel
thing, though.
so like okay, well actually, New York Comic Con's theme this year is Halloween. So
I'm
I
surprised
feel
they
like
haven't done that before.
I know,
You know, like
very surprising.
it's always in October, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know what made them decide to do it now. Maybe people were like pushing them to do it, but I feel like a big cosplay thing for this fall for any convention is going to be something with Sinners, especially for New York Comic Con.
Okay. Here's the thing. I want that to happen. I want that to happen. I really do. But this is going to sound bad, and I don't mean it to. I think people won't do Sinners because nobody wants to be the white vampires. Well, like the white vampires have limited options for white people, right? You know, because for black people, we are set. You have Smoke, you have Stack. You could be Delta Slim. You could be what's his name, Cornbread. Being kind to one another. You know, you have all of those options finally for a vampire movie, and mainly if you want to be at least recognizable. If you're a white person, you have Remick, the Irish vampire, or Mary, who's not even white, so you're screwed, you know? I mean, white girls can pull off Mary. Okay, actually, Steph, let me know if this is a bad question to ask. Could you pull off a Mary cosplay? Would you feel comfortable? Would you be canceled if you pulled off?
I don't know.
Mary?
I don't think I would be canceled. You know the amount of times I get asked, "Are you not white?"
I asked that. I was like, "Wait, Steph isn't white, or is white? What?"
Yeah. So that happened. I did like an anonymous question thing last night on my Instagram, and that was like one of the things was like, "Are you not white?"
What?
I still get asked that. It's crazy.
I thought you were Hispanic or something, you know, but apparently not. Anyways, I don't. I think black people were set this year for Halloween. You gotta do something Sinners related.
So you could, we could do like a Twilight and Sinners crossover.
Oh gosh. Okay. Derek, clip this for the thing. Who would win in a fight? The vampires from Twilight or the vampires from Sinners? Oh, okay. Let's do 5v5. So for Twilight vampires, you got Edward. What's his name? The dad vampire, Blondie. What's his name? Carlisle.
So basically the Cullens.
Okay, the Cullens. Okay.
But I want to throw in. I forgot the name. But give me a second. It's been a very long time since I've seen Twilight. Okay,
you have Carlisle, Edward, Esme, Emmett. I don't know if you want to count Alice in this. Okay, so you have Carlisle, Edward, Esme, Emmett, and Alice. That's 5.
Right, but I do want to. Let me throw this in there because I hold on. I can't find the. What is the name of like the vampires, the Diamati or something like that, like the
Illuminati?
Not the Illuminati.
Oh my gosh, we're getting tore up in the comments right now.
Michael Sheen plays one of them. Hang on, it's been a long.
The Valtori.
Valtori, that's it. The Diamati. What the? I was just throwing Latin words out there.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to throw out the Valtori. Because they're very strong.
They were wimps. Look at them. They all died in the battle at the end, or the fake battle. Remember?
Okay, well, maybe just Arrow. Maybe just their leader.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. But is he okay? We're doing Cullens versus like the average.
Okay.
Okay, so you have Remick,
Mm-hmm.
who's just fucking. Yeah, here's the thing. He's so fast, you don't even see him like really take anyone that quick.
Right. But did you see Edward in the Forest?
Oh, he is pretty fast.
He is pretty
Edward
fast.
is fast though.
He is fast. And then playing baseball, the
Ooh.
whole baseball scene. Come on.
Okay, but also, okay, and all the Sinners vampires are pretty new, besides Remick.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
They're just babies, whereas the Cullens were vampires for hundreds of years.
Stack, Mary. Ooh, this actually might be hard for the Sinners team because they're brand new. They were only vampires for one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is so difficult because I want to root for my team, the Sinners team. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Stack, he was a soldier at the very least. He could hit some people, right?
Yeah.
Knows his way around the firearm, right? And his brother took out all of those like Nazi people, not Nazis. Well, some of them are Nazis. The Ku Klux Klan, right?
Yeah.
So he's not. He has some experience, maybe, but all of them died pretty quick. Oh fuck! Oh
by mortals. By mortals.
Oh, oh god! Oh gosh! Actually, oh my gosh! This. Actually, we'll let the audience decide who would win in the fight: the Sinners vampires or the Twilight vampires. Damn. Anyways, speaking of draining people for all the life that they have you heard about the lady who fell in love with her psychiatrist?
No.
What? Are we on?
No.
Are we not on the same side of TikTok?
No, we're absolutely not. I saw Wednesday. You didn't. You're seeing a psychiatrist fall in love with someone. I have not seen it. Freaky Friday. Freakier Friday.
Oh, I saw that this weekend. It's pretty good.
I did not see it, but I will see it eventually.
It's good. Anyways, so there's this lady on Kendra. Her name is Kendra Hilty on TikTok, who claims to be in love with her psychiatrist. And everyone is glued to this story until it got kind of weird. And what I mean by that is, like, as she's telling the story, everyone is on her side, like, wow, how dare this and that thing, until they get more of the story. And so I'm gonna play you some of her clips, and I'll let you be the judge of whether or not she is actually in love with her psychiatrist or if she might need some help. So, okay, here's the first clip I'm going to show you. All right.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist and he kept me anyway, part 2. So in this intake, I kind of clocked that he was attractive in my age, but when I tell you that I've had a lot of couch time in my life, a lot of therapy, I just went right into it. I trusted him enough, of course, why wouldn't I, to tell him about my childhood trauma, my daddy issues, if you will, what I had went through, all of the relationship trauma that I had. I was 6 months sober at this time, but like all of the drinking and substance use I used to do. And he just listened and nodded. And that's the thing about psychiatrists, is that they're good at pretending to listen. They can appear connected, but that doesn't mean that they're always connected.
So everyone's on her side, right? And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
what's going on? We want to know the end of the story, right? Until we get more of the story. So I'm going to play the second clip for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. There we go.
The last 2 videos and this video was all the same session in February of this year. The counter-transference slip happened in January. How I decided to end this session was I looked at the psychiatrist and I said, couple weeks ago, on the full moon, when I was ovulating, I had a dream about you. And he was like, oh, yeah? And I said, yeah. So I told him this. And I said, yes, we hooked up right here in this office. And he all of a sudden just looked so uncomfortable. He didn't say anything. He couldn't look at me. He couldn't breathe. And sure, maybe he was uncomfortable because he didn't like me saying that I had a dream where we hooked up, but he could have said that, but he didn't. You want to know why he was uncomfortable? Because he had probably played out that fantasy so many times in his head. And there I was speaking it back to him.
What the fuck?
And it was like I had psychically downloaded one of his fantasies. I continued and I said, yes, we hooked up in this office and I really liked it while it was happening. He could not move or breathe. And then I told him, as he was still looking very uncomfortable, then when we were done and I left, I was distraught with sadness because in the dream, I thought, I cannot believe that he crossed boundaries in that way because his boundaries are so important to him.
Did you hear that correctly?
Yeah.
She told him about her dream, and he crossed a boundary.
Yeah. Someone said you have a psychiatrist for a reason.
I can't.
I told my psychiatrist that I woke up and thought, oh my God, it was just a dream. Thank God. And it was like my psychiatrist turned into a little boy and he looked at me and he said, so you do like my boundaries? And I said, I love your boundaries. I hate your boundaries, but I love them more. There's the push and pull, the trauma bond. Because once again, he used his boundaries as protection while exploiting me. So I told him about what happens when I ovulate and my desires.
We're all hearing the same thing, right?
He listened, because of course he did. And then I decided that it seemed like enough time had gone by and I put my shoes on and started heading to the door.
What the heck is happening?
What
is happening?
That's talking.
Lock her up. We can't keep doing this, y'all. We can't.
Talking to your psychiatrist about what happens when you ovulate is crazy.
Crazy because psychiatrist is not a therapist for those in the audience.
That's why she said a psychiatrist.
Yeah, it's someone who subscribes you medication. It's not the same as therapy where you're like talking to people most of the time. It's like 30 minutes, maybe once a month. So this has taken over my FYP. And I don't have exactly a hot take because this seems like pretty cold, because it seems like this lady is going through a manic episode and us as the internet are just watching her descend into madness. And I feel weird about it. Steph, what do you think?
I feel like she got off she went on her own path in Delululand and just kept walking. I frequent Delululand as a book talk girl. I frequent it. I stay on the path though. I'm sane. I stay on the path, the correct way. No, she ventured off. Yeah, she's weird.
What did she expect coming to the internet with this problem, number one? Number two,
yeah.
He can't come forward and defend himself because of HIPAA laws. If he says, yeah, I'm this lady's psychiatrist, he's violating HIPAA. So he can't even defend himself. He can't even, we can't even get his side of the story. I feel weird because the only way to I don't know, stop this is to stop watching, but everyone keeps watching. And we're talking about the podcast because it's like taking over my FYP because I'm still scrolling on it. So I'm really concerned about a week from now when like eventually this dies down on the news cycle. How is this lady going to react when like she like did all of her business online? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm scared for this woman.
I've noticed recently that people are a little too comfortable on the app recently.
Ooh, okay.
So that's that. But I'm on a way different side of TikTok. I don't know if you've seen these videos. Have you seen the Hamilton stuff, the Hamilton trend?
Alexander, why don't you come to
Yeah.
bed?
Have you seen Ashby?
Who's Ashby?
So Ashby, like her video went viral for this one, and she's been doing lives like every day, and she literally dresses up as Hamilton on live, and she's hilarious. She recently did the Lorax. Funniest stuff I've seen in a very long time. Like, this girl is gonna be famous. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw her on SNL sometime in the future, in the next season, you know?
Okay, that's a big
Look her up.
compliment. Okay. And she's just doing Hamilton?
No, she's like a comedian. She also has her
11
own
million
podcast too.
views?
Yeah, watch the original video. You know, I'm surprised you haven't seen it if you know the trend.
I know the trend, but not this one.
Oh
What
god,
the
hers
heck?
was really good.
11 million views? All
And
right,
then
we'll
you have
share
to
with
like
the
see her
class.
Lorax videos because they're funny.
Oh,
Well, like if you
gosh.
look up Ashby Lorax, you'll have people recording her lives, and you'll see like clips from her lives.
Alexander, come back to sleep.
I have an early meeting out of town.
It's still dark outside.
I know.
Oh, nice boots.
I just need to write something down.
Why do you write like you're running out of time? Come back to bed, that would be enough.
What is happening? Why? I don't understand.
I'll be back. Oh,
Come back to sleep.
this meeting's at dawn.
What is happening? Why are her
facial
eyes
features?
red?
Oh, because the flash is on. Yeah, look at her Lorax stuff.
Look, it's me, the Lorax from the guys. Look, it's me, the Lorax from the movie, the Lorax. Look, I have a statement to make
What the fuck is
regarding some
happening?
recent public backfire, as well as a public service announcement. Let's begin.
What is this? This is on your FYP.
Yeah.
First, I did not have sexual relations with that tree.
What the fuck is
I did it
this?
with that
Steph?
one.
What are you watching?
Starting Monday, all squirrels will be relocated. All pigeons executed.
What is this?
You have to watch her lives. If you look up Ashby lives, there's a compilation of some of the funniest stuff you've seen. Like, it's so good.
You know
She's
what?
so
Good
funny.
For her. Good for
Like,
her.
I'm seeing like history in the making here. Like, I'm seeing someone be famous. Like, she literally, not even like, maybe like 2 days ago, I saw she had like less than 100,000, or 3 days ago, less than 100,000 followers, whatever. She has now like 400,000 followers or more.
Is she gonna be the new? Is she like? What if she gets trapped as being the Lorax and Hamilton? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Well, it's possible, you know, but like I think she has like multiple costumes or like acts in her repertoire that like I feel like she'd
Okay.
be good to get away from that like Hamilton, like, oh, you're the Hamilton girl, Lorax girl, whatever. I feel like she'd be kind of okay, especially if like something like SNL picks her up, you know?
oh, okay. Best of luck, Ashby. If we see you on an SNL, Steph called it for sure. Anyways, speaking of calling it, would you like to play some Am I the Asshole to close out this episode?
Always.
Okay, all right. I have a few good ones, and I hope you're interested in them. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to join the same phone plan as my fiance?
No, but I know if you add more people on a phone plan, it could be cheaper.
So you say not the asshole? Okay.
No,
all right.
yeah.
Okay, all right. The other day, my 32 male fiance, 29 female, was acting very upset when I asked her what's wrong. She responded by telling me I don't help her. When I asked what that meant, she said she is stressed financially and that we should at least be on the same phone plan so that she can save money. I'm on my mom's plan currently because it saves me a lot of money due to my mom being a nursing discount or getting a nursing discount, family plan and other discounts. I told my fiance I can't join plans together with her until she can at least have an open conversation about finances with me. Her current part-time jobs are very unstable, and I'm worried I may be the one that ends up footing our total phone bill if she's short on cash. I've tried sitting her down several times in the past to discuss our finances and set a budget because she was falling short on a lot of her expenses. She refused each time. I need to see hard numbers on paper like her income, debts, expenses, etc. for me to consider being on her phone plan, I told her. I pay all of the mortgage and utilities on my house that she lives in with me, so I feel I am helping her out tremendously in that way. I also help her out by doing car repairs myself on her vehicle and have saved her thousands by now. I'll bail her out of situations here and there too. I am very hesitant to take on any more extra expenses at this point. Am I the asshole?
It's like a yes and no. So there
Ooh,
are,
okay.
I will say, there are couples out there who split 50-50 on stuff or who have like their own stuff they pay for or whatever. There are some couples out there that have their own bank accounts. Like no one has a shared bank account, which is understandable, right? Then there are couples out there where it's like the guy just wants to pay for everything for her, because he wants to, not that like she makes him or anything, which is not gonna lie is if you're a book talk girl like me, there's a lot of book talk girls that are like, I love that, right?
Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah, but like, I mean, personally, like, I need to save money on a lot of stuff. Anyway, so it's a yes and no. If he wants to make sure that he doesn't like go broke or whatever, right? And he will not go broke. Hold on, let me restart this. He wants to make sure that she's like financially stable, which is, you know, something you should be concerned with, right? Especially if her jobs aren't, they're like on and off, like she hops through jobs, whatever, part-time. Part-time, you're making a minimum wage, not making a lot. So it's understandable for him and his point of view to see that, like, if we're gonna split payments on stuff, like, and if you both agree to split payments on stuff, then like I want you to be financially stable for that. Like, he might not have a job where he can pay for both of them to live. You know what I mean? He might not have that kind of income.
But also, I think he's not the asshole, but he is the weirdo for wanting to marry someone but not get a phone plan with them. You're willing to
Yeah.
join houses, but you
Yeah.
can't be on the same phone plan.
So what's funny is that like my family are on my brother's phone plan. And my brother that doesn't live with us, because the way it worked out is that like it would have been cheaper to do it that way instead of doing our own. So like, you know, I still save money for that. But yeah. But like if I were to
also,
get a new
you're
phone,
willing
I pay
to
for my phone.
Get married and not know your partner's finances is wild.
Yeah, that should be a conversation pre-fiance engagement. You know what I mean?
Pre-engaged.
Pre-engagement. Yeah.
Like I get where he's coming from, but also I don't know. She's gonna be your wife, hopefully one day. I maybe perhaps.
We'll see if there's an update on this Reddit thread.
Update. We didn't get married. Okay. I think. Well, I'm rooting for you, dude. I'm rooting for you, but all right. The next one I have is not an Am I the Asshole? It's from Relationship Advice. Now, this was too juicy to not talk about.
You know what's crazy is that I somehow get asked for relationship advice or whatever, or as I get into that conversation where like it hasn't happened recently, but like I'll find myself like giving relationship advice to people when I myself have never been in a relationship. I'm like, how do I?
Wait, you've
where did
never
this
been in a
knowledge-
relationship?
No. So I'm like, where did this knowledge come from? Just reading my books? Just
Oh,
seeing other people? Or
my
watching
gosh.
movies? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Crazy.
pitch
So-
you live on the next episode. Okay, what if we have our own bachelor, but for Steph? We have a
Oh,
pop
God,
the
no.
balloon. No. Here's the
Please,
thing.
no.
It's like pop the balloon, but we cut you from the Zoom call. Okay. Think about it. Okay, we have suitors come onto the show,
No.
right? And then
No.
if you're not feeling it, you just cut the Zoom call. Like you kick them out, kick them off the Zoom. Oh my
No,
gosh!
absolutely
Pop the
not.
Zoom. Okay, wouldn't that be so funny though?
That would be
Oh my
really, really funny.
gosh.
Save that
Okay.
idea. Save that idea.
All right, Derek, write that down. Anyways, okay. I, 21 male, married an older woman, 40 female, and I regret it every day. I would leave, but have a 10-year-old daughter that cannot be left with this woman. What do I do?
Wait. Okay. So he's
Yeah.
21 with a 40-year-old female,
Yes.
and she has a 10-year-old daughter.
Yes. From the title,
And she has a 10-year-old daughter, and what was the last bit of it?
it said, I would leave, but have a 10 years old daughter that cannot be left with this woman. What to do?
Wait, is it his daughter?
We don't know. We have to read the post.
No, oh wait, no,
Steph.
it can't be his daughter. He would have been 11 years old. That would no, it's not.
Exactly. Oh,
Okay.
The title had me sad. So.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what to do, man.
Okay. Ready? I am 33 now. I came here from Russia. My English, not even decent. Worked at an expensive hotel, and she was there often. She gave me lots of attention, and I loved it, even though I knew I am setting up myself for being a boy toy. I was broke and good looking. I wasn't some tough, muscular guy. I was slim and pretty, as my coworkers would say. She said after a while that she wants to get married and have a baby. I didn't want to bring a child into this mess, so I broke up. She didn't take it well. Emotionally blackmailed me, stalked me, and tried to make it look like I stole something from her at my job. I turned 22 4 days after the wedding. She kept my documents and wouldn't give them to me. She had control over everything, and I used to cry in the bathroom. Now, when I look back, I realize I was just a kid. Our daughter came within a year, and she is now 10. My wife doesn't allow me to have a word in her education. I cheated several times, but she made it clear I will not see my daughter if I leave. My plan is to divorce as soon as my daughter turns 18, and I feel like I am a horrible father. I talk with her only in my language so that she will have a useful tool for her career in the future, and my wife agrees with me, at least in this. Plus, it creates a form of intimacy. I must admit that during my 20s, I was sometimes happy. Easy life, no job. But I left home for a few days, and she begs me to return, promises me everything I want, from cars to a flat, but I don't want to return. But my daughter also wants me back and asks me these days on the phone if I don't love her. She is scared that I will leave and have another wife and kids because I will love that wife. Then I will for sure love my kids, and with that wife even more. I feel so guilty and bad, and she started asking questions about our age gap and marriage. What do I do?
Oh boy.
The title, it's juicy. It's so
It's
juicy.
juicy. It threw me off because I was like, wait a minute, well, he's 33.
Yes.
At the time he was 21. Okay. So he had a kid at 22 and she was 40 or 41, whatever. Wow. I don't, this is not my line of work. I have never gotten into a situation where I had to give advice for something like this. So I'm speechless.
You don't have any
I mean, like, well, like, first of all, she seems very, like, possessive. Like,
very possessive.
she seems like she's guilt tripping him into staying with her. And he did cheat. I don't know if she knows about it, but like he did cheat,
Did cheat.
which does not is not really uncommon in a situation like this. That happens. But I feel like maybe he didn't have like the strength to do it, but he kind of should have just like pushed to leave. Maybe fought for like a divorce and fought for custody. But in most custody cases, the mother always wins. But with like good evidence or like reasoning, whatever, he possibly could
Okay.
have taken custody of the daughter, or at least split custody, you know?
I want to know if the daughter has dual citizenship.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Because where would he, if he was going to leave, would he go back to Russia or would he just like stay? You know, like,
Ooh, okay.
because then the
I
daughter
don't know
would.
if he could come back in 2025 with everything going on in the world. Would he be able to come back
Well,
from Russia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
This seems very messy.
We get a lawyer is my advice. Get a lawyer immediately.
A lawyer. Or just don't involve yourself with the woman that's 20 years older than you. You know?
Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Age gap relationships are a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's a gap. That's a big gap if I ever seen one. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, it's a lot.
She's lucky she was able to have a kid at like 40, 41 years old because it's hard to have a kid at that age.
Maybe she wanted a kid sooner than they were ready into the relationship, and
that's why she was getting older. Yeah.
Oh, juicy.
Yup.
Okay, there is no update on this, but Godspeed, my God.
Yeah, lawyer up.
All right, last one for this episode, also from r/relationship advice. My 25 female boyfriend, 27 male, called me selfish for wanting him to leave his boys' night early due to me grieving. Where do I go from here?
I will say this. If your girl is sad and you're out with the boys and she needs company, you go to her. Drop the boys, you go to her, okay? If your girl is sad or like grieving over something, it's your responsibility to make sure she's okay.
Interesting. Okay. I have tried posting this too many times. LOL. All right. I've never used Reddit before, only seen videos, but I'm hoping to get some much needed insight. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 4 years. Our relationship has been very good for the most part, and some fights here and there, but nothing worth noting. Until a week ago. I got a call from my brother telling me my mom had passed last Friday. Growing up, I was never super close with her. We were usually fighting, but over the last 5 years, our relationship improved tremendously. We text throughout the week, and every Sunday I would go on a 4 to 5 hour drive with her on speaker to keep me company, talking about anything and everything under the sun. She became my best friend. For context, my boyfriend knows how close we had gotten and even joined me for some of these drives. Now, here's the problem. My boyfriend has a fairly close group of friends that he keeps up with, usually gaming with them throughout the week. Then once a month, him and his friends will hang out and drink. He let me know for a few days prior that he would be hanging out with them that Friday. When I got the news, I immediately called him, breaking down and telling him I didn't know what to do and that I knew I needed to be with him tonight. He went from consoling me to saying, I let you know a few days ago that I have plans with my friends, and I only get to see them once a month. I told him I understood, but I really needed him and I'm sure they would reschedule. To which he said they definitely wouldn't be able to as they all have their own responsibilities. After some more time going back and forth, I gave in and I said I would be okay with him going as long as he left early. Since he leaves at 7 p.m., I said I would like for him to come back by 11. He agreed. I spent the night going through texts with her, photos, everything I could. I tried to distract myself with other things, but nothing worked. Eventually, 10 p.m. rolls around and I text my boyfriend, will you be leaving in an hour? To which he responds, you told me 12, so I'll be leaving then. I told him I said 11 and I was standing by that. He didn't respond after and came home at 12. I asked him why he didn't reply and why he didn't just come back an hour earlier. He immediately got upset with me, telling me I was being selfish for ruining his night with his friend, and him spending an extra hour there means nothing since he still left early, and I would be fine since I didn't spend my childhood with her anyways. I told him I didn't want him to go out with him, and then the next day, I didn't even want to go out with them that day to begin with, since I had just gotten the news, but I agreed to it under that specific condition. So had he. He could also just catch up with his friends when they gamed during the week. The fight ended with him telling me I was again being selfish as he doesn't get to see them in person often, and that I shouldn't expect him to drop everything for me. We've been fairly cold to each other since, which has left me overthinking and reevaluating our relationship. On one hand, I am extremely heartbroken he wasn't there for me, and know that's not something I want for my future. But on the other hand, his words have definitely gotten to me, and I feel bad for separating him from his friends. I also know it would break me more to lose someone else close to me. Where do I go from here?
Dump him. You dump him.
Wow, that was quick.
You dump him. Are you kidding me? She
Quick.
literally lost, even though she was not close to her mother. If you're not, this happens where, people lose contact with their mother or they're not close to them anymore. But it could, sometimes, you haven't talked to them in a long time and you hear like, oh, your mom just passed away. Your kind of like childhood brain comes poking through and is like, damn. Like, I have not spoken to this woman in a long time, and now she's just gone. And so, like, in your brain, you're, like, thinking, like, oh, I don't speak to this woman, but she's still alive. In the back of your brain, she's still alive. Now she's gone. I don't speak to this woman. I'm never going to be able to speak to this woman ever again. For sure now. So you kind of, like, have this emotion come forward, whether that's, like, a past memory or whatever, come forward, like, of a memory of them, where it was a good time before things fell out. And that's where like that emotion comes from. So for her to get emotional and be distraught, even though she hasn't talked to her in years, whatever, that's normal, right?
Right.
And especially losing a parent, that's a huge thing. I saw this thing a few years ago, whatever, that said, never settle.
Ooh.
Obviously never settle, but
Okay.
always choose someone that will be there to help you grieve through your parents' death, which is very true.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not do that. So that immediately red flag. A parent passes away and your girlfriend calls and is distraught. And you say, well, I got gaming with the boys tonight. It's the month.
The game?
Yeah.
Man.
I hope you're okay, whatever. No. Oh, my God. You go to her and you comfort her. Your boys will understand. You have next month. You have gaming during the week that you can catch up with. Are you kidding me? You can't, like, drop one day with the guys to go help your grieving girlfriend over a lost parent. Then you're not worth it. That's a red flag.
Right. Especially, they've been dating for 4 years.
Yeah, that's a long freaking time.
A ring could be in the near future, and you're like, this is the person that you're spending the rest of your life with, and they're not willing to one night with the boys over their potential future in-laws. Not that they're going to get engaged after this, because I think they're going to break up.
No,
but
obviously, you can't stay together after that. Oh my God.
You can't stay together after this. But, okay, I will say this one thing. Obviously, not the asshole. She is not the asshole, and he is an asshole in this situation. I will say this one thing, and I might be the asshole for saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe perhaps after 4 years, she is expecting a husband level commitment to this person while she's still on a girlfriend salary. Is that bad to say?
Like, she's still getting treated like a girlfriend when she should be getting treated like a wife?
I'm saying after 4 years of them dating, right? Mm-hmm. I think she has good expectations. I'm saying she has good expectations for where they should be in this relationship, right? But I think he is still treating her like the girlfriend salary.
Yes. And maybe if she didn't realize that, maybe this is kind of like her eye-opening thing that made her realize, like, oh, I've actually been treated like shit
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope that's okay to say. I'm saying
Yeah.
that
No,
she
it's
deserves an upgrade in the
Mhm.
type of man she's picking, but also in the type of relationship she is seeking in this life. What is she, 25 female? Yes. I think she is craving an emotional maturity that this man obviously does not have, but also I think that emotional maturity and that being there for you also comes with a fiance and husband at this point. You know what I'm saying? I maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the comments will come from me. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, that's totally reasonable because it happens where like some women are so into the relationship where they don't realize, oh, I should be getting treated differently. Like someone who's never been in one going into one for the first time is like, oh, this is how like relationships work. Okay. And then you see someone else in their relationship and they seem like much better, like much healthier, you know? And now you're thinking, oh, is that how we're supposed to act? Is that what relationships supposed to be like? And then you start questioning yourself because you don't realize when you've like been with one person for a long time, like, oh, I actually should be getting treated differently. And then this happens, and that's kind of like the eye opener, right?
Right.
So,
There is an update.
oh, oh,
Would you like to hear the update?
yes, I would like to hear the update.
I want to start off by saying thank you so much to everyone that commented. I spent a good while reading every single comment. So for everyone that gave me advice and shared their stories, please know I am extremely grateful for you. And I also appreciate everyone that gave me their condolences. Now for the update. A little while after posting, one of my boyfriend's friends reached out to me. He asked me if I had posted because if I did, he had something to tell me. I said yes, and he told me before my boyfriend left their boys' night, he started complaining about me to everyone there, telling them I was being a psycho and forcing him to leave. He completely lied about my relationship with my mom and told them I wasn't close with her at all, rarely talked to her. Anytime I mentioned her, I did nothing but shit talk her, and I was using her death as a way to control him. I also learned throughout our entire relationship, he'd tell his friends about every fight of ours and again would completely lie about everything that happened in them. For context, I am not close with any of his friends, and he had apparently told them I was faking my personality whenever I interacted with them and shit talked them, and they weren't around as well. Ironic. So I don't necessarily blame them for believing it. The only reason why his friend reached out was because my boyfriend had done the same thing in the past relationships, and he was starting to get suspicious and tired of it. I confronted my boyfriend about it afterwards, and he denied everything for a while before ultimately admitting to it all. He started crying, say he doesn't know why he's like this, but that he loves me, can't live without me, anything and everything you can think of. I packed whatever I could and told him I needed time to think. I'd be staying with my brother in the meantime, as I had to drive out to go to my mom's funeral and go through her things. So, for the few that asked if I had another support system, my family lives a few states away as my boyfriend and I started out long distance, and I moved away from them a couple of years ago for him. The few new friends I made are away traveling for the summer, which I couldn't join in on for numerous reasons. I also couldn't get out of bed for the majority of the week, so I didn't leave sooner. What he didn't know at the time was that I didn't need time to think, and that I had already decided I would not be coming back. As I said in my original post, there was nothing awful worth noting about him during our relationship. He didn't treat me exceptionally well, but not terrible either. So prior to his friend reaching out, I genuinely didn't know what to think of the situation. To me, it was out of character for him. My main thought was the news of her passing might have hurt him a lot as well, and he didn't know how to handle it. But I now know that he was an entirely different person with his friends, and that was out of character for me, was completely in character for them. It was definitely scary, and it scares me to think what would have happened if I didn't post and never learned the things he was saying when I wasn't around. I also have no clue what I'd do if another life-changing event happened and he put something else above being there for me. So to everyone that wanted an update, just know I have completely removed him from my life. No amount of tears and fake apologies will convince me otherwise, and he wasn't there when I needed him, and that's enough. But the lying and fake stories he'd share on top of that is what is terrifying. I know my mom would rip me a new one if she had heard all of this and I did anything other than leave him. I will always be grateful for this little corner of the internet and the awful future it saved me from. Wow, what a great update.
Wow, that was the best update I have ever heard.
Finally, they leave.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Now, the friend should have told her a long frickin' time ago what he was saying at these hangouts. For 4 years they've been dating. Come on now. So the friend should have told her a long time ago. Maybe she would have avoided this kind of behavior from him, you know? But it happened the way it did. She still left him. I'm happy for her.
We're happy for you.
Yes.
Kid. You did the
Very
right
happy.
thing. Wow.
Yes.
And condolences to this lady, man. Sorry for your mom dying.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
Yeah, really sorry about that. But yeah.
Wow.
Very happy for you in the end.
Well, that's our show.
Yes.
You can find us on the socials on TikTok, Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, Instagram, and all of that goodness. We will be back next week. Same time, same channel, right? I think that's it.
Same time, same channel. Yeah, I don't see us moving anywhere anytime soon.
We'll see. All right, we shall see you next week. Bye.